Hey guys, so today I hit 51 subscribers on the channel, so I wanted to say hello and thank you and let you know that I'm gonna do a live with you all now that I can, but I just wanted to come on and say hello. I know I haven't made a video in a couple of days for this channel, but I've been doing a lot. I was going live on the Divine Essentials channel 2 nights in a row. I finished my 21-day challenge over there. I just started a new 30-day challenge for gratitude, which I do feel could help the people on this channel too. So if you don't already follow me on the Divine Essentials channel, do it, because gratitude attitude can change your life. It changed my life in the end of 2016, beginning of 2017. I was like, holy shit, it was so quick. So I'm doing it again, already seeing awesome results. Last night I almost like put the camera on to record for you guys, because I was kind of just having, like, I have these moments all the time where it's like information that would be relative to those of us out here who are like trying to either feel confident about sharing messages, or like wanting to offer our services or products, or just whatever it is that you're wanting to offer online in the right way or in a good way. And I see this happen all the time. Like I was starting to laugh before I even came on, because I'm like, this is a touchy subject, but not even. It's just like, I'm just gonna be blunt about it because it's true. There is a lot of people who are clueless. And it's like, to various degrees. Like there's like, it's forgiven, okay? You're all forgiven for being clueless. Okay? I'm not talking about the people who like are not tech savvy. Like, I get that. Tech stuff is scary. And if you are overwhelmed by it, then it's going to be overwhelming for you, and it's going to be intimidating to you, and it's going to be a learning curve. You know, I'm very grateful that a lot of that type of stuff for me has just come naturally. But like, if I have to look at something to do with like math, or like reading like the law stuff, oh my God, I can force myself through those types of things depending on what the motivation of it is. You know, like I've gone through to do court stuff before, and I like represented myself, and you know, did all the stuff, knew all the words, knew all the things and all of that. But it's a lot. But when it comes to math, oh my God, no. Too much. Brain shuts down, okay? So I want you to think of that when you are delivering stuff to people, or you want someone to do something, you know, like, follow me. Think in the terms that this person may not even know how to follow you, how to like your video. And the reason why I'm saying this is because there are people out there that don't have a clue about like the basics that you might know in anything you do. But particularly if you're trying to grow online and market yourself, and you're giving people too many steps to do, if they don't know how to do it, or if they don't want to do it, it's likely they're not gonna. Link in bio, right? I think most of us at this point get what that means, but there's some who don't, you know? And so keep that in mind, that some people don't. And so you're gonna have to like maybe coach people, or use things like ManyChat, that they can just comment a word, that you're going to message them the link to your YouTube, or you're going to message them this like product thing that you have, or this free thing that you have, or something that you want them to do, another place they want you to follow. Because first of all, people are lazy. Second of all, sometimes people don't know. But carry that type of thing into all of the things that you do too. You know, like, people don't just know. And if people aren't prompted, or they aren't enticed to do something or seek something out, it's unlikely that they do, okay? And I watched like a commercial thing last night, and it was very obvious, okay? It was a very obvious, like, what was subtly being said. It's not the only one I saw. I saw like 2 rails yesterday, and I think there's a reason for it, because it's like, okay, I needed to see that to realize. And I'm sure some of you guys have realized the level of what the hell is wrong with people's minds at this day and age. I don't know. They have no common sense. It was like, it was a parody commercial, right? The guy left his house in a rush, and he like slammed the door, and it opened back up. His neighbor's going by. She peeks in, and she's like, oh my God. So he comes home, and she's like, oh my God, your door was ajar, and your place was ransacked. And it wasn't ransacked. but he went along with it because she was an attractive woman. He was embarrassed. He wasn't going to admit that, oh no, this is just how it always looks. And then he was like on the phone calling a cleaner. So it was like an advertisement for a cleaning place. It's like, is it about time that you deal with this situation? And so many people in the comments were lost, had no idea what was going on. There was another video yesterday that I will admit that I had to watch twice to really get it, but it was because my attention span wasn't fully there for the first few seconds of it, right? So like a woman like jumps into her living room, right? And she stomps real hard, and then she notices that the priest is visiting and her husband and her son are sitting there with him. And she was like, oh shit, because she just made this big scene coming in, so she starts dancing and like stomping at the same time. She keeps stomping, and then the husband gets up and joins her, and he's like trying to do the same thing. And then he goes to the kitchen and he comes back and he sprays something behind his back. It's like tst, and then the son starts going tst, 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 like beatboxing the whole time, because at the very last second of it, a little dead roach is on the ground. The whole time, this woman was trying to kill a roach on the ground. Husband trying to help her. He went and got the bug spray. It was a commercial for bug spray. So many people had no idea what was happening in that video. Okay, and I'm like, because it was very subtle too. It was like you just didn't, like they only showed the bug thing for like 2 seconds. So it was like it takes a second for it to kick in, but also there's no advertisement connected to it. It's just the actual part of it. Like usually on TV at the end they're like, have bugs, or you don't want to be embarrassed in front of your priest, have visitors coming soon, and you're afraid of an uninvited expected guest, get this, that type of stuff. And those are perfect examples, right? Because all of those people miss the fucking point, right? So that cleaning place and that bug be gone spray place, they're not really conveying their message very clearly for the entirety of this public. But in another instance, you don't really have to worry about that we don't have to reach those people. We want to reach the people that we're meant to reach, but we want to do it in a way that it's accessible to those people, and it's clearly explained and defined, what you're doing, why you're doing it, and like how you can help them and what you would like for them to do in response to what you're doing, like the tarot readings. And I do the tarot readings, it's like, oh, I was reaching the twin flame community, and they were like, yeah, so now I've got a bunch of twin flame people they came for. That's what it is. And they know what to do. They're gonna like it, they're gonna save, and they're gonna comment so they keep seeing those readings because they want those updates, right? Like same thing with my starseed stuff. When I put my starseed stuff out there, the starseeds find it and they save it and they like it and they comment it and they come back and they subscribe and they do all that stuff because they want to know more about it. But I've got to also remember to be clear with things too. Like, hey guys, because they may not know that just because I'm making these things, that I also offer readings, that I also have 27 decks that I've made, that I sell candles, that I sell sprays, that I have an Etsy shop that has thousands of sales and thousands of 5-star reviews. Like, I don't say it all the time, okay? But I should, because the people who do are usually doing better. I think part of the reason, and I said this, I think yesterday, was like, part of the reason I stopped saying so much is because I got to the point where I didn't have to, because it was regularly being conveyed. I had the descriptions already descripted. A lot of people were coming back. I had regular customers all the time. Like, I stopped making decks, so people who have all 27 of my decks can't get any more decks. So I should make more decks, But I kind of didn't have to go so heavy on the like advertising of telling people about constantly. Sometimes it would just naturally come up, and you want to make content for that too. Like if you have a product that you're trying to sell, feature it in the things that you do. Like while I'm doing this 30-day manifesting thing, I should talk about the PDF thing that I have that's available on my Etsy shop. It's like $5. It will help people with manifesting. Obviously, they're interested, because when you're grateful, you attract things to be grateful for. So you're basically manifesting by being in the vibration of gratitude. It just amplifies it. It's like, oh, gratitude. Doing all those other things too amplifies that. So if I'm doing that, it's a very inexpensive item. Most likely people who like it or are getting something out of it will also follow with that. But I gotta tell them it exists, and I gotta give them the link. I gotta make it easy for them. I can't say, go find my Etsy shop on a whim, because they may not even know where to begin to do that. Some people don't even know how to get the description down on a YouTube video. And it's good for me to have those reminders too of like, oh yeah, like I need to make that clear, because not everybody knows. And especially within this type of stuff, because not everybody knows the other end of it. It's hard enough for them to run the user side of it. The back end side of it is another world for them. I'm happy that we can go live, because I can get a gauge on people, but I also want to just say, like, I am going to do very beginner friendly stuff, because I'm realizing how much people are at that beginner level, including myself. You know, even though I know all the things I got there already, and I did it once, and I still have huge followings, my huge followings don't mean anything. It's just, they're just numbers, okay? Because right now I'm building back up to even be shown to those huge numbers, because I've been, you know, like, hidden. That's like another reason why this channel exists, because it's easier to grow big. Like, I'm gaining 50 subscribers in a very short amount of time over here, but over there, it's very slowly going, and the other channel's going down, because they keep if you're not putting content out all the time, people unsubscribe, or YouTube unsubscribes you, okay? Because, like, in my world, and I'm interested to know, like, how many of you guys, like, actively go around unfollowing people when they're not creating content? Like, oh, this bitch stopped creating content, unfollow. You know what I mean? But I know for a fact YouTube does. I talked to somebody yesterday too. I guess for like 2 months solid, none of the likes or views that they were getting were counting. I myself, since this channel's so new, can see, like, when I put it up, right? It'll be like 5 people are watching, right? Or five views and 5 likes, right? But then it will go down to 4 views with 5 likes. And I'm like, that doesn't even make sense, dude. What are you doing? And I've watched it, because it will count actively. Like, I'll watch it back, what this video is, and while I'm watching it back, it counts how many people are clicking on it and how many people are liking it. But they reverse. And I know for a fact I've been subscribed to people on YouTube, and then later find out I'm not subscribed to them anymore. And I've had people come back to me and be like, I was subscribed to you, I didn't unsubscribe, but I was unsubscribed. And it's like, I don't know. Those things happen, you know? So we got to go up against all of that stuff on our own. We want to make sure we're making it easy for people, and come from that beginner place of making things clear and precise, and trying to dumb things down, not in a negative, like you're just stupid, but there are people out there that are pretty fucking stupid, and they make it very easily accessible and understandable. They say to do things at like a 12th grade reading level. Okay, so hopefully I haven't offended anybody with this. And again, I understand, like, when it's common sense stuff, like everyday living shit, when you watch your TV, and I know most Americans do, those commercials run on there. So why are you so shocked by it on fucking Facebook? Just because they didn't have the end part where they're like, buy this brand? That's just a whole, what happened? I mean, there's things I've seen that I've been confused by, but I don't know. I also have to remember I have clear knowing, so sometimes I just know things without, you know, needing all the extra, like, bits and pieces. I'm probably not the best person to watch a movie with, because I'm like, oh, he killed her, and that person's gonna die in 5 minutes. Yep, there they go. Like, I predict things, and I think anybody who's like ADHD, post-traumatic stress disorder, any of us who have been on fucking high alert, we have pattern recognition, and we are highly attuned to our surroundings, but we can fine-tune that to even be psychic on these levels. And I'm so excited, because I'm starting to see stuff all the time now. Like, when I close my eyes, I'm like, oh, this is cool, new level unlocked, because it's happened for me before, but not on the regular basis like it has been. Like, I just close my eyes and I see tons of shit going on, and I'm like, okay. And I'm hearing stuff too. I remember last night I was hearing stuff. It was a little creepy last night. The ringing is happening a lot. the hearing stuff. It's creepy because it's like 3 in the morning and I'm like, who's talking? But I'm having dreams too. I think that fucking eclipse energy is still intense. So I will set a date to go live. Like I'll set it up and I'll put it up there and I'll go live. So thank you very much. Everybody knows day.